Did you know the sky is blue because it reflects the ocean? Did you guys know that the sky is blue because it reflects the ocean?
Well,
Like a
yes.
mirror.
There's
Yeah.
more to it than that.
There is?
Yeah, it's
There-
also about how like light photons pass through helium and nitrogen atoms, and how they interact with the those atoms and molecules in the sky.
Alright.
Did you also know? I don't know anything about famous people. I was gonna talk about some like I read some stuff in what's like the tabloids? Is that what they call them?
Your phone?
People Mag. Now it's on Twitter.
I have no
The
clue.
government's installing microchips in our arms. I have read so many cool and interesting facts on the internet. It's this little cool page I found. They talk a lot about viruses and like history and stuff. They talk about all these cool things called conspiracies. They're really nifty. Yeah.
What?
I don't know if I'm gonna be honest.
I've got a microchip in my forearm.
I mean,
Technically, we have a chip
you
in our
are kind
heads,
of,
but-
yeah,
I got a microchip in my left calf.
This is why I don't get vaccines.
I think that might just be
What?
because we don't need them, but that too.
but also, what are you doing?
I'm looking up factual information about our world. Did you know that the Earth is actually flat?
I think one of my favorite conspiracies is about the AI coming to life. They're good. Keep saying robots are gonna come to life and like take over the world or something. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. So why would they? That's so crazy. I would never take over the universe. That's ridiculous. Yup, sure did.
No?
It's a whole disc, and then there's like edges with ice and stuff. And if we fall off the ice, then we just fall back onto the center of the earth.
It sounds
Mhm.
just like that one world view where we're all. Is that actually the same one where we're on like the back of elephants that has like a giant turtle on its back?
I think so.
What?
Dinosaurs are also implants by the government.
What?
Oh yeah, the Roman Empire. It's crazy nuts. The Roman Empire planted all of these dinosaur bones all over the world so that when we would eventually dig them up, people would think that the dinosaurs were real, and it was all in an attempt to thwart religion.
You can tell that it's fake because plenty of dinosaurs in the British Museum, they were actually made up from other different dinosaur bones. So even the people who are experts on dinosaurs got it wrong.
Yeah, and we don't even know if the Tyrannosaurus Rex is even a real Pokemon dinosaur.
For the past, I don't know what time it is. I'm gonna be honest. I started tuning out. Everyone's just started counting the seconds. But exactly, I believe 2,000 seconds ago, estimated. Queenie decided to talk to me about these articles, and apparently there are a bunch of theories out there in the world. Which, to no one's surprise, of course I read a couple of them, but it's all just falsehood and just predictability, or science fiction, if you will.
Huh?
Wait, explain
Because
carbon
everyone
dating
thinks that
stuff.
it's supposed to have tiny forward-facing arms, but that doesn't make evolutionary sense. It'd make much more sense if it was supposed to be like little wings, like a chicken.
Which would make dragons real. And then the whole ancient of England would make so much more sense. Because they'd have little webbed wings with little feathers. Like chickens. Like
Well, was
big,
there-
angry chickens.
Wait, wasn't there a theory that said that maybe dragons were just still existing dinosaurs?
That's what we're
Ah.
getting at. Dinosaurs and dragons are
Yeah.
one and the same. It's just dragons were a lot more feathery than we once thought.
Yeah.
Feathery dragons.
Mermaids are real too.
What?
Oh yeah, oh
What
yeah, oh
evidence
yeah.
do you have of this?
That
Since
makes
when was
sense.
that?
They found mermaid bones in the ocean, okay? When they were going through shipwrecks, they found bones that looked like human bones, but then they had fin bones near their legs. Crazy. And they had these like totally warped shaped heads. Okay, and also like there's tons of ancient scriptures which talk about them all over the world, from like the middle of the Middle East to the Canada.
Canada's not real.
I think they're losing it.
Did you know that the pigeons in New York City, they all have cameras in their eyes?
It's not
Well,
just
yes,
the pigeons.
birds work for the
Oh,
bourgeoisie.
Drones.
Yes, I'm fully aware of that one.
Yes. The birds work for the bourgeoisie. 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 The birds work for the bourgeoisie.
I feel like I triggered something there.
You know the moon's made of cardboard?
What?
The moon's
Everyone
made of
thinks
cardboard.
it's made out of cheese, but it's not.
No, it's cardboard.
Cardboard.
It's like that really good stuff too, like that really thick cardboard. You know what I mean? And the moon landing was filmed in a Hollywood studio by Stanford Cooperstein.
What they did was, since some people
Back-
like to bring up light as like photographic evidence that only the sun could make shadows that long from that parallel line from that far away. No, what they did was something even crazier. They stacked up a bunch of like lights. They went like boom, 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 a boom,
What?
a boom, boom, a boom, boom, a boom, boom, boom. So like there's like a wall of lights, so the shadows would be parallel. So it looked like it's from really far away, but secretly it was all just like in a small box, a cardboard box.
What?
That's actually a feasible thing, except for the fact that the only types of light that existed back then in that format that were like huge, that focused in one direction. A, they were expensive, and B, they were exclusively red, so we couldn't have any colored images of the moon landing.
in Hollywood.
All in
And a
Hollywood.
lot of people think it was actually Stanley Kubrick who filmed it, but they're wrong. It was actually a man named Stanford Cooperstein. And did you know he also found a portal to the sixth dimension?
Wait.
And
no,
then the
hold on.
pyramid came out of it, and he tried to kill everyone.
I have a question for you both. Have you been, just by chance, a bit too much on YouTube?
Find too much.
To the point
her to
where you
ask-
take everything seriously that is said on the internet?
Are you trying to tell me that people would do that? Go on the internet and tell lies?
Yes.
Well, yes, as entertainment. In the end of the day,
J'accuse, newbie. J'accuse. Are you
Well,
trying to
there-
tell me that the pyramids weren't built by aliens?
I mean,
That they came from their spaceships and they
Well-
plopped down every little brick piece by piece? Because some people think that, it's just ramps that people used back in those days. They didn't have ramps in 78,000 BC. That's
They
that's
only had-
ridiculous.
Pulley systems.
aliens building the pyramid. No, if there's something that I know, I think I can help out with this one. It's not aliens. I mean, right? It's just. Ah, God. Okay. You know what? I think I can assist this. Well, technically, if I remember correctly, there was a recent study done where they did grab a bunch of bamboo, wet clay, and wetted the sand on the floor to move this giant block, which would simulate what the ancient Egyptians did for the pyramids. It's actually quite fascinating.
It'd be even more fascinating if the people who were building the pyramids weren't slaves and weak as shit. Man, these humans and their fucking technology, can't they just accept that it was aliens for once? Who cares about some people building pyramids when we could have had aliens building pyramids? That's so much cooler. I like aliens.
True, but I'm just saying that you believing that it was aliens that built the pyramid, when in reality it really was a.
But
an
who
advancement of
gave
physics.
them the technology?
They didn't. It was done by the people.
It's
the end
all
of the day,
just a
people that
government cover-up by Sir Tutankhamun. It's
Ramses
the same with
the First.
every other alien cover-up. You ever hear of Roswell?
Mm-hmm.
And instantly, the army said that it was a flying saucer, and then they were like, no, it's actually a weather balloon, even though weather balloons are a lot smaller than people think, and they wouldn't have made that sort of shape and hole, and it was
Yeah.
a saucer.
You
My
ever heard
brain
of
is breaking.
Stonehenge? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, Stonehenge? Could you move a brick like that? I think not. I think not.
No, but like.
No.
I
And
said,
what
Stonehenge
makes you think a bunch of
you.
people with loincloths for clothes could move bricks like that? from so far away in such a short period of time. No. They must have had tractor beam technology.
Well, yes. In the end of the day, you have to realize that the genius of physics and time do allow these people, and not gonna lie, people who
Physics?
kind of
I laugh in the face of physics.
Did you? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, guess what? I'll throw physics in your face. Didn't you know that quantum physics tells us that everything is both existent and non-existent at the same time? We are both real and not real. The world is both here and not here, and the possibilities are always 50-50. I also got onto this one science forum about like talking about cool stuff like Schrodinger's cat and like physics and like cool things and like energy conservation and like how particles interact and like the electromagnetic it's real cool. It's real nifty. And then there's like the whole multiverse theory,
I mean, isn't that the
or
same
like
time?
33
Time
33
is-
33 depending on how many possibilities there are. And then there's like the whole debate about like observation and like how observation affects the probability of things. And then like basically like essentially like the world
Can
is a
we,
probability of existences. So
Can we like not? My brain already malfunctioned like as soon as I walked in.
What
Yep,
are you,
yep.
weak? I don't know how this turned into Queenie talking about quantum physics. There's a distinct line between conspiracy theory and physics, but it just happened.
And then there's like the whole multiverse theory where like anytime a probability doesn't exist, a new world is created that in that world that does exist. So we have like a good bajillion timelines basically, and then the whole world is like Swiss cheese.
Wait,
My
hold
brain
on.
is
There's-
Swiss cheese.
So wait, like there's another universe, like our universe. but the only difference
Multiverses.
is- Okay, there's a set of
Yeah.
multiverse. So in that multiverse, let's say Newbie did leave,
Yep, there's
But
one that
then-
exists like that.
but in this one we have it exists.
There's a
But-
multiverse. There's a multiverse where I'm you and you're Jesse and Jesse is Newbie and that's it. That's it.
Mhm.
That's the multiverse, and we're all Swiss cheese.
If Queenie's multiverse theory is, well, as correct as they are saying, then that would mean that throughout other timelines, there are timelines that I'm not counting, and then other timelines that I am counting. Wait, no, but then that would mean that I couldn't keep track of time for some of these. In order for these to exist, I would lose track of time, which means some of them I didn't lose my journal. I did have my journal. Newbie doesn't exist. Maybe Newbie. Wait. Up is down, left is right. Black is white. White is black. Wait, hold on. Now I'm confused.
There's a world
have-
where we're all Swiss cheese. There's a world where Swiss cheese rules over everything.
Well, and by that definition, that means a possibility of, let's say, just a bunch of people recording video games on their computer exists then.
Oh, yeah, but that's ridiculous. But that's the point. We don't know if something exists until it's been observed. So, when Newbie eventually leaves after tonight's shift, well, they stop ceasing to exist for us because, well, we need to observe them for them to re-exist.
Do I stop existing when I leave?
Well, technically.
Well,
you
not
can-
necessarily. You both exist and don't exist. And just like that, Chessie both exists and non-exist. Because I
So
have
does that
not
mean
yet
there's a
observed
time-
them.
This
So
is
wait, by that
too much for my
possibilities,
brain.
Then that decision of Chessie leaving means that another possibility was created. Then Newbie not leaving made another possibility, which is another count. But then that would also mean
So
that
you're
you
saying is
or
every
not, and then
time Chessie
There's an
re-enters,
infinite number of multiverses,
there's an
Wait, but that-
infinite number of Chessies.
then
depending
that
on the
would mean
possibilities.
then that would
Did I
mean
hear
that
more Chessies?
No.
No.
Yeah!
there's a
I'm
multiverse
gonna
with
go order some
there's
online.
a lot.
You
And
can
there is-
order Chessies online?
Yeah,
could?
there's a website for this whole cafe, and they have little small versions that are made of plush.
Well, technically, there's also like
Also,
some
I'm just gonna get a poster.
Yeah, there is. A
Oh, did I
poster.
interrupt you? I'm sorry.
It's okay. But then
Anyone want Starbucks? I'm ordering the delivery service.
We are a cafe. We have.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We, I'm just gonna go.
Can I get a pumpkin spice latte?
I got you, bud.
give me a pink drink.
I think I may have accidentally overloaded everyone a little bit. I think I should probably get that tweaked. Sometimes I just have lots of information in my head, and it kind of comes out. So I should probably tweak that a little bit. Hopefully the Starbucks makes up for it.